cardio on. So we're returning to this deck. This is something that I was messing around with in Midnight Hunts, like at the end of the trophy race. JG, thank you for the 15 months. It's a black-white Lurrus Smallpox deck. That's that gets to play Vindicate, Lingering Soul, Smallpox, to go through Flagstones, of course. And I like this deck a lot when I was playing it earlier. I have made a few changes to the deck. Kind of specific. I cut the prismatic endings for fatal pushes just because we would lose a lot of games to Dash Ragavan with no instant speed way to deal with it. Nifty 6 months and Acer 10 months. Thank you so much. Yeah, we're in the sewer today. We're swimming in the sewer. Then this is my favorite area of the sewer. This little brew here. Thanks for all the subs, guys. My opponent didn't reveal Lurrus. I think against a non-Lurrus deck, I don't want to keep double push. I like this hand a lot more. I think I'll put back second Saga? Not sure. I guess I'm gonna put back Fetid Heath. Is there a non-Yorion Kiki Cord deck? Kiki Cord really wants to play Yorion. Like that Kiki Cord is, oh, this is a great draw. Kiki Cord is the best deck, or Yorion is the best in Kiki Cord. Like your deck full of tutors and a deck full of value creatures to flicker, and your sideboard gets to be all creatures to tutor for. It like there's no deck that Yorion is more perfect for than Kiki Cord. Spandex, thank you for 13 months. Is this Niv? I kind of feel like it's Bring to Light Scapeshift, but I'm not 100% sure, because this was not a known card. Soul's not too bad. Thank you, Zombie. Glad you liked the stream. Alright, get in with the tokens, and then they're Teferi. We can Needle, Teferi, or Strand, maybe. See if they play the Strand or not. They play another Valakut, which is really weird when they have Omnath in their hand, right? I'm gonna Needle the Strand. Blind name. Not blind. Yeah, that's the problem, Finks, with Grief, is there aren't a ton of good black cards to flicker. Like, you can play Bone Shredder, Tidehull Sculler. There's also this one really weird Hedge Mage. Someone pointed this out the other day, that this is another good black-white card for Grief. Is Hedge Mage one word? Is it space? Is there no hyphen? I thought it was a hyphen. Oh, I've got the quantity set. Now I have to do this. Okay, I don't know the name of the card. But it's a Hedge Mage, which is a weird cycle where you have to have 2 swamps, 2 plains, and it makes sure it's a 2/2 ETBs to give a creature -1 if you have 2 swamps, and discard a card. I don't know. I can't remember what the other mode is. There's a hyphen. Yeah, I thought there was a hyphen, but then, yeah, when I typed it with the hyphen, I had the quantity set to 1, so it didn't show up. Okay, I had it right then. Yeah, so this is Gwynlian Hedge Mage. If you control 2 more planes, make a 1/1 token. And if you control 2 or more swamps, you may put a -1 counter on target creature, which is like not great for 3 mana, but it's solid, especially in a format like this with a lot of 1 toughness guys. Alright, so I want these guys. I don't want the portable holes. Maybe play 1 for Ren and 6. I think push is pretty good against them, though. I think I'll play 1 portable hole over 1 Cling to Dust. But again, it's like a lot of the like black ephemerate cards, you know, Hedge Mage, Bone Shredder, Tidehall Scholar, Siege Rhino, they're all just kind of weak, you know, compared to the ETB creatures you get in white or blue or red or green. I'm gonna get some to drink real quick. I suppose this is keepable. Also, not gonna do the Bugbear for Gensack. I think the mana's too restrictive to play a utility land like that. Yeah, tapped on turn 3 is a big problem with the mana curve, where like in in Black Red Lurrus, I really like perfect draw. I really like Din, because like you kind of like most of your cards cost 1 or 2 mana. That's not the case here. My hand seems to be pretty good against theirs. The Inquisition was very key, so they couldn't bounce my Bob on turn 2. Yeah, I'll play Castle Locthwain so that if they kill my Bob and I draw Flagstones, I'll want a Smallpox. How do you like the blue-white mill decks? I don't know. I think they're fine. You think Willow guys could work a Gensack? No. You don't want like individually weak cards like that. CK, thank you for the 6 months. I think the Gensack list is pretty tight. I wouldn't really change much. So I'm probably vindicating the Triome. Dark Confidant, Vindicate. Just good, clean magic, huh? Hello, Mr. Toxic. That's me. That's me. I'm just drinking a protein shake. Trying to get a little bit healthier. Been working out some. Iteration. Pretty good. Blue Waveville versus Blue Black, which is better? I think I probably would prefer blue. The XL Valky. I feel like I would tend to prefer blue black. I think people are getting like a little too cheeky with the other version. But it's definitely not my area of expertise or anything. Good double Smallpox. They discarded a Valakut, so they had an Escape Shift mystery card. I think I'm just going to flash back the souls. I can go Thoughtseize plus Lurrus in hand next turn. Hopefully this is Dryad. If it's Teferi, it's not that big a deal. We just attack the Teferi. Okay, Dryad is very good for us here. Well, I guess drawing that. I want to... I think I Vindicate Temple Garden. And then just Thoughtseize the Escape Shift, and then maybe we get a different card with Smallpox next turn. You kind of want to be empty-handed when you cast Smallpox. Get a little bit of extra value. I'm not sure that this matchup is like great or anything, but it's definitely felt like it is so far. I guess I should attack first. So we went to Temple Garden. So they have another red source in play in the Valakut here. So if I get Steam Vents, I'm cutting them off of... I mean, they also have the Misty, of course. But if I kill the Steam Vents, I'm only cutting them off of one of the colors, where Temple Garden cuts them off of 2 of the colors they have in play. It's really not probably a big difference either way. The last card, they drew another Dryad, right? No, it was Bring to Light, sorry. They sacked the Steam Vents and not the Valakut. I'm kind of surprised. I'm not sure what they're going to get here. No Bant Triome. They get a Jeskai Triome. They're missing green mana. Whereas if we left them with Temple Garden, they'd have, you know, all the mana they need, really. So my Bob got exiled, so nothing to play off of Lurrus. I guess, I mean, I've got no cards in their hand. There's no point in bluffing something. I think it's okay to shock here, since I've got Lurrus to gain life. I could draw a 2-drop. Got 2 cards in hand. 5 life. I want to know. Yeah, again, I feel like we ran really well that game. I don't know that this matchup is supposed to go that well, but it went really well that match. And let's keep this. Ignoble. Get a basic swamp, Inquisition. Weird keep. I guess I could have taken the other ignoble because of the exalted beatdowns. Oh, it's Yawgmoth. I don't. Yeah, sorry. I mean, obviously their hand's a bit weird. I was just confused. All right, let's see what they're drawing. They're drawing Strangleroot Geist. Not too. It's not bad here. Probably just keeping the lantern in play. If I draw a push, am I going to push Geist and sack the lantern? Probably not. We're just going to go for Saga plus Shadowspear, which should win, you know, the board state, but of course they are a combo deck. They can combo off. I don't know how this matchup goes. I don't have a Grafdigger's Cage, which maybe I should. Cage would help the matchup a lot. It's the best card against them. Probably have to cut the Smallpoxes. That card seems pretty bad in the matchup. Yawgmoth Pilots, you ever keep that hand? I don't think you do. Okay, I can Needle Grist. I was hoping to Needle the Yawgmoth. I think I have to Needle Grist. So yeah, so now I don't get the Shadowspear either. Fine keep if you just draw gas. I mean, I don't know if that's a great answer. But I mean, yes, it is a fine keep if you just draw gas, but... like... Just like is that in the range? But if you don't draw gas, it's obviously terrible, right? So, like, is that in the range of your keepable hands? Stranglegeist is kind of a headache. I might just trade Construct and Lantern for it. It's kind of not great though. Just joking around. I gotcha. Sorry. To a Lurrus matchup? Yeah, that makes some sense. I agree. They were on the play too, though. Jeez. Well, yeah. Fair enough. I think we're super dead. I think I'm just going to concede. I think it's draw millions of cards. Yeah, maybe I could have needled Yawgmoth and just not made a construct and vindicated Grist. Definitely seemed good knowing the top card was Yawgmoth. So I'm going to play Bob's over Smallpox. Bob's probably pretty good in this matchup. I think I want Thoughtseize over the 4th Inquisition. I might play 8 discard spells, though. Vindicate doesn't seem that good to me. I think I'll play the 8th discard spell. Don't think I like explosives against them either. This matchup's probably not great. Yawgmoth seems to be more and more popular, like, every day, too. Nope. Well, as much as I love Dark Confidant. Alright, so I think if I see land on top, I'm not shuffling. Although Saga, I think I will shuffle. Because that card I need to draw another land. Wall of Roots. Yeah, let's just take their payoff spells here with them having 3 mana dorks. Alright, lands are good, of course. That one's pretty good. Cast that next turn. Nerd Knee Reaper, thank you for the 4 months. Appreciate you, buddy. Down to 13. Pretty sure this is a Lurrus turn. We take 4 off the messenger. But then Lurrus can start to gain us life. We can also kick Tourach next turn. If they play land, wall, then they only have 1 card left in their hand, though. It is a mystery card. Okay, so they didn't play it. They didn't play that last card. So we're supposed to assume it's Court of Calling, right? So forcing the Court for 1 seems good here to me. And I think I'm gonna wait a turn on playing the Saga since I think I want to play Lurrus next turn and not make a token. Yeah, this swamp does exist in paper. I think I own one. Oh, they just didn't play the other Wall of Roots? Weird. I think my line still made sense. Youch. Alright, down to 5. Not a bad draw. This does cut them off of top deck Yawgmoth. Okay, Veil of Summer on top is a very good one to know about, too. Gets me down to 2. I'm not. We knew they have Veil of Summer, so no need to fear a top deck messenger, of course. Saga ticks up. Draw a Dark Confidant. Tourach does target, so kicking Tourach from the yard doesn't really make much sense. I think I can play Bob here. I might just block Dark Confidant on Messenger, sack the Lantern. Yeah, you can kick Tourach here if you wanted to. I guess I'm gonna Bauble them. I think this attack is pretty forced. I guess if I cast the Dark Confidant though, I do allow them to cycle Veil of Summer. So if you see like a relatively dead card on top, I probably just don't cast the Bob then. Yeah, I guess just like making sure their turn is just Birds of Paradise next turn is probably good. I don't think opponent attacks next turn, especially with Bob. Maybe. Maybe not. They might, if they sack Grist to... I guess they can play Bird minus Grist. Okay, they're not going to minus the Grist. So now I can Needle Grist and keep Lurrus. And I can also Shadowspear, though, to kill the Grist. So make it 4/4, 5/5 after the 6/6 after we equip, right? Yeah, 6/6 after we equip. Okay, so yeah, we just get the Shadowspear here. Good draw too. What's really nice is we have our opponent cut off of top deck Yawgmoth by exiling the bird with the portable hole. And we're not letting them cycle the Veil of Summer either. Yeah, Saga's pretty good. Up to 13. Yeah, it is kind of funny to see how much play Shadowspear is seeing. I agree, it's a bit weird. Yeah, I think I should portable hold the insect here. Grows the constructs. And then I guess I'll play the Bauble to grow the constructs too. And let's attack with the Lurrus. If they block and they take 17, it's just like it's just over. And we know the last card's Veil. I'm just not gonna let them cycle it because we there's no single card that gets them out of this, but there might be like some combination of two cards. I guess Force of Vigor stabilizes a little bit. One game two of, again, what feels like a really tough matchup. Well, let me actually, I don't think I want the rack. Just play the 4th Vindicate, even though it's, you know, not that good against them. You definitely could improve this matchup a lot by playing Grafdigger's Cage. Just one, just 2-drop Saga, so maybe we should be playing that. Oh yeah, Culling Ritual, I forgot about that one. I'd keep this if I had Black Source. I think I have to mulligan, unfortunately. Hand's very close. Let's keep this, put back a Triome. I like this hand. We know they brought in Veil of Summer, so if they just go like Shockland Go, we probably can't cast a discard spell on one. Two Veil of Summers, huh? Chromis, thank you for the 6 months. Vindicate gets Veil Summered really hard. But the Needle is really important here. Has the hidden text of Shadowspear been relevant? It could be relevant here against Veil of Summer, but it's been relevant for other players and other times. Okay, I should probably Vindicate this Yawgmoth, even though I don't get to make a Saga token, but just when they have 2 Veil of Summers, unlocking the Vindicate for a turn, especially killing a 4-mana permanent, even if it is needled, I think is good here. Oh, I should have played Fetid Heath though, because now I can't play my portable hole this turn. Not that big a deal, I guess. Get the Shadowspear, play another Saga, pass. The key to play around Veil of Summer is just never cast your spells. Yeah, the hidden text on Shadowspear is permanence your opponent's control, lose hexproof and indestructible to end of turn, which is not doesn't come up very often, right? That's the hidden text. Yeah, that's what's keeping Predator Ooze in check. It actually came up a few times when I was casting that card. And his Veil mystery card. It's like the Wall of Roots, I think. Yeah, it does come up against Veil. Just I don't think it's gonna be relevant this game. It could be. Hopefully their hand is 3 Veil of Summers, though. Yeah, I think it's a bad time to be a Boggles player. Although I have seen a few players try to convince themselves and thinking it's good. Oh, they have Court of Calling. So, yeah, they have Court of Calling, I would assume. Okay, so they can court for 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 for 3. So they should have brought in Reclamation Sage. You definitely bring in Sage against this matchup. And then they have the choice of killing Saga, killing Needle, or really those two. I feel like I think you need to kill the Needle here. And just draw Yawgmoth. Outland Liberator? Yeah, you could get Liberator. Liberator is like a little risky though. Yeah, that's true. If they do cast Court of Calling, we can Thoughtseize Veil of Summer, but I'm not sure if that's better than just. I probably would just rather make a token. And this is something I think it's, I like prioritizing getting your opponent's life total low against Yawgmoth. Prioritizing beating them down is really important because even if they can get out of this, if they can kill the needle or whatever, and they can get out of this, they're not going to be able to combo off if they're at like 4 life. If or it's gonna be very difficult for them to combo off at like 4 life. I've already played a land. I think so. Yeah, we have cast a spell, so Liberator is not going to flip this turn. And I'm going to just get that 1 extra point here. Whenever night becomes day or day becomes night and a wolf or werewolf enters the battlefield, when it's night and night becomes day, a human werewolf transforms, and when day becomes night or day becomes day, transform both your human and wolf werewolves unless it's day or night. Okay, so they do top deck Yawgmoth. They can kill my needle, but like I mentioned, just we do have the beatdowns here. We do have the beatdown, so they're gonna block a construct and sacrifice. I should get Lantern here, I think. Alright, but then I guess it's they go to 5 life. Yeah, just them being at 5 life here, it's not that easy for them to combo. We also have the Lantern in play. Their hand is just 2 copies of Veil of Summer. I think they should have floated mana, then sacked first. Opponent should have blocked the lifelink. No, the Shadowspear gives trample, so if they block and then sacrifice, then the trample still goes through. They have to block this one. A deck I'm taking to Vegas. No, it would be silly to like be locked in on a deck for Vegas right now, since there's going to be a whole new set release before Vegas starts, and modern metagame changes really quickly. And I also spend my entire life brewing modern decks, so maybe I'll find some cool new tech, right? All right, so they have used all their mana for the turn. So if they sack the Geist, I'll just Lantern, I think. And I also own, I have a pretty big modern collection. I don't have everything, but I should be able to build most decks that I would usually play. All right, looks like we're gonna emerge I mean, it's a little early to count our chickens, but it looks like we're gonna emerge unscathed from a pretty bad matchup, I think. The new set, it's the other Innistrad set, the vampire focused one, right? All right, cool. 2-0. I'm liking this deck a lot. Yeah, Crimson Vow. Like, again, we lost like a pretty frustrating match against Dredge, and then a pretty frustrating match against Belcher. Although I'd always rather play against Belcher. But I've got a lot of friends, and a lot of friends who are going to Vegas too, so it shouldn't be that hard to get the cards together if I want to play that one. Where did Death Shadow go? I guess I just kind of stopped playing it for a bit, and so did everybody else. But I think the deck's still pretty strong. I'll probably pick it up again soon. All right, let's get Godless Shrine, Inquisition. Opponent revealed no companion. I think it's Blue Moon. We just shuffled away our planes, which kind of feels bad. I think I should take this counter spell. Try to focus on resolving Tourach before they have Snap counter spell up. The Lingering Souls is good in this matchup too. Okay, so now I'll probably take the Snapcaster unless they drew something a bit more scary. Like Archmage's Charm. And now I have to go through this again. Getting a bit better at managing that, I feel. When does next spoiler season start? Good question. I'm not sure, actually. Alright, please don't have drawn Counterspell into Blood Moon. I really want to draw a land, but if we kill this land here, we maybe have an extra turn. They flash in Snapcaster Mage in response, which I am thrilled with. I guess this makes some sense with the bolts in their hand. Also playing Gemstone Cavern and Reanimator. Cavern's like a bit awkward if you play Mending and Counterspell to have a colorless land in your deck, but you can maybe play one in the sideboard for every time you're on the draw. Is probably fine. Yeah, maybe they'll give some spoilers at Worlds. Oh, Worlds starts today, right? Is Worlds right now? No, it hasn't started yet. Where, of course, I better see everybody cheering on Nassif. Oh, starts tomorrow? Okay, tomorrow, I better see everybody cheering on Nassif. I'll be doing, watching very carefully. Tourach is so good. The International starts today? Wait, what? I guess I shouldn't expect any decision they make to make any sense. The ship on that sailed. Lucid Memes 3 months, appreciate ya. So there's World starts today. The International. But it's not being broadcast. Because that makes sense. Oh, that's great. I really want to... Yeah, getting my basic planes is really important here. And then... I'm going to cast the front side of Lingering Souls. And I think I'm just going to portable hold the Snapcaster, since that's like really my only Snapcaster target. Or my only hold target, so I don't really want to trade a token for Snap. Yeah, I don't know what the International is either. Maybe someone can enlighten me. I should probably just put Lurrus in hand and cast Lurrus here, right? Electrolyze? Dude, Electrolyze versus Lingering Souls. I'm young again. I'm 20 years old again. I'm playing Friday Night Magic on my LGS. Although usually I'm the one casting Electrolyze back then. Everything comes around in Modern. What goes around comes around. Any Vindicators? Lurrus is living too. It's pretty sick. Nice mono blue control deck opponent. Yeah, I always like watching the drafts of PTs and Worlds. I find watching the draft is more exciting than watching the limited gameplay. Usually. Is Lurrus too good? I think so, yeah. I'm of the opinion Lurrus is too strong. So they drew Murktide, which I could have saved Vindicate for, but cutting them off red also seemed pretty good. Should have kicked Tourach. Well, if I kick Tourach, I can't make a token. But maybe you're right. So they top deck another Murktide. It steals us 9. I think that's fine. I'm going to grab a Shadowspear. I'll kick the Tourach this time. Gameplay is very important in this limited set. I mean, I believe it, but what's your thesis there? Or what do you have to support that thesis? Hey, Kodal. Yeah, I'm of the opinion that Lurrus does too much for too little investment, which like every banned card on the modern list or most banned modern cards just do too much for too little investment. Lurrus is one of those, and I think it should be banned. Yeah, Spell Snare, Electrolyze, just all the greatest hits. But the other one I think is Bauble is the real problem. I mean, Bauble is also like a very, very, very strong enabler. But Lurrus is still going to be played if Bauble gets banned. And Lurrus, I think, still does too much for too little if Bauble's banned in Modern. Like, you know, the idea behind companions at this line, that this companion restriction, each permanent has a, and your starting deck has a mana value 2 or less. Like that is not a big cost in Modern. It's very easy to build decks that meet that restriction. All right, this is a great draw. Can navigate around like Archmage's Charm here, maybe. They're also at 11. We have 11 points of power in play. Oh, amazing! Does casting Vindicate in Modern feel? It feels pretty good. Undeniably good. Alright, I think pretty easy turn of Equip plus Lingering Souls plus Bauble. With being completely banned, they're simply limited to 1 or 2 copies. Well, for Lurrus, limiting to 1 or 2 copies doesn't matter at all. Since you just put 1 in your sideboard. But I also like, I don't know. I don't, in Modern, I don't think restricting is good. Any Break the Ice post board? Oh yeah. We played against Blue Moon earlier that wasn't playing snow covered lands, and we're gonna punish them today. Finally, I'm the hero of Modern. I'm the hero of Modern. I aspiring Spike am actually playing Break the Ice. And I'm actually giving an opponent a reason to be punished for snow covered basics. I'll go ahead and say it. The first time in Modern's history. I have ascended and become the hero of Modern, and I have saved the format with Break the Ice on the sideboard. I think I'm citing like this. Can you describe the thoughts of building this deck? Something like Portable Hole Saga fits in a controller shell, goes with black discard, adds Smallpox Flagstone combo. Yeah, I'd say that is kind of like the idea that spawned this deck. I put it together back during the trophy race season, like a month ago, month and a half maybe. And I was liking it a lot back then, and I've just kind of like, haven't returned to it for a little while. And this hand's so good. If I guess we can go double Flagstones, double Smallpox is so sick. It's really tempting to keep this. We also have both basics against Blood Moon. I'm gonna keep. I could have played the first Flagstones, but I think I want to try to high roll a second Black Source because I have two Smallpox. Oh wait, hold on. If I win this game without casting Break the Ice, then I will not have saved Modern like I want to. Modern will go unsaved. We really need to cast Break the Ice, chat. Okay, so here I think I just need to get that second Black Source now. Discard Lingering Souls to hand size, big brain. Please no Electrolyze. Yeah, winning without casting Break the Ice is definitely not a win. No play on turn 1 through 3 for my opponent. It's a pretty good draw. Yeah, I mean, now that I've drawn Fetid Heath, if they smell snare my Smallpox, I can just cast another one. I guess they can have another counter spell. So if this resolves, I'll cast Souls. If it doesn't, I'll just cast the second Pox, I think. I would love to Overload Break the Ice. Alright, get that sweet, sweet discard Lingering Souls, sack Flagstone's value. Although we have to sack a Spirit, which is a bit... eh. They discarded a land too, so that implies they're flooded, of course.
Lingering Souls, flashback Lingering Souls, Spectral Procession, flashback Lingering Souls, end step, raise the alarm, make a couple soldiers. Stacy's making a million tokens again. Two more soldiers. I'm sitting looking bitter while he's blossoming. Fairy, flashback Lingering Souls. He's got more forests and soldiers than the Viet Cong.
It was a collective brutality BM.
I think that description is wrong. Well, I'm
Probably gonna lose, my life's down to 2. When I draw my final card, I know just what to do. Ratchet Bomb has got it. If only this was Ratchet Bomb. If only this was Ratchet Bomb right now. There's no justice. They're all CMC. Crack this Ratchet Bomb. Do you remember when I sacked that bomb? You sacked that bomb.
You just cranked out 8 humans like the Octomom.
The Octomom.
He had all these creatures, oh, it looked so bad.
Like really bad. Oh, they found Murktide? Scour into Murktide is really good.
Like an inside-out bag. Plastic bag. I'm not
Sure if I'll sit in for the final game. I think I have you beat. How can you make that claim?
Ratchet Bomb has got it going on. To draw one. Baby, can't you see? They're all 3 CMC. This joke's gone on too long. Yeah, I'm in love with
Yeah, so big shout out to MTG Remy. I'm a big fan. We can maybe have a mod make a command link to his YouTube channel, but he has a lot of videos like this. So there's a link to that song. Love MTG Remy. Alright, so I'm gonna play the Dark Confidant here, and it can die to a burn spell. We have Lurrus to get it back. Good draw. It has bolts, and then they draw a new card. So if the new card's a counterspell for Lurrus, this is kind of bad. Yeah, it was just a land. Pop the explosives. It's a good turn to pop the explosives. Maybe I'll just go Souls, flashback Souls, but then I don't definitely resolve Lurrus. Yeah, I think going... I don't know. I guess like leaving Bob in play after taking 6 from the Murktide's kind of loose too. So I think I like cast Lingering Souls, cast Dark Confidant, cast Shadowspear. However, I like Portable Hole. I like Portable Hole when you have artifact synergies. If you don't have it, it's generally going to be better to play Prismatic Ending. Maybe unless your curve is like really weird, but probably not. But I really like the card. Like I think Portable Hole would be much more common in Modern if it weren't for Prismatic Ending. Fetid Heath, thank you, Dark Confidant. So let's see if they drew a counterspell. We know they have Bolt. No counterspell, so we get to Flashback Flashback Dark Confidant. And I think we also Flashback Lingering Souls. I think that's better than equipping. We do have a lot of answers to Murktide with Smallpoxes and Vindicates and stuff. I might just start Alpha Striking too. With Dark Confidant, the damage instead of loss of life be too good? I don't think it would be really that relevant. They drew a second Murktide Regent. Okay, now things are interesting. Okay, we'll tear the Murktide Regent. So they're drawing Snapcaster Mage, which has no targets. We're drawing Saga. Oh no, I probably should have. I probably should have just like Cling to Dusted and then played Saga actually. Although it is nice. Oh, I guess we're also not flipping it to Bob. Okay. I will also equip to a Spirit in case I chump block here. I could also Alpha Strike. That deals 5 damage, put them down to 4. I think I'm fine to wait a little bit. Yeah, I also haven't drawn Break the Ice this game. I really want to overload Break the Ice. I think attacking's the line. I think it's very close, to be honest. So my hand is just Snapcaster Mage. But I, at the very least, don't think it's clearly the line to attack. Where's Stoneblade? Jeskai or Esper? I'm not sure. Not sure how I'd build it. We play Inquisition. They play the... Oh, okay, they were F6'd. But now we have the Cling to Dust up. Yeah, I think I could just wait. Again, we just have so many answers to Murktide. We're drawing so many cards a turn. Greyhound, thank you for Twitch Prime. Oh, Greyhound Dog, yeah. I think I will Cling to Dust the Snapcaster for some life here. Use my mana. Any healing salvers in the chat? They have a way to rebuy Lurrus. Not in this deck, no. So don't need to worry about like leaving those baubles in the yard. Equip Sora Bob against some life. Maybe. I think we get to Cling to Dust here. Yes! Let's freaking go. Okay. So of course, how much mana do I have? I have 6. I have exactly enough. So I will become the hero of Modern here and punish my opponent for playing Snow Basics. Okay, well, we don't okay, Petty Theft the Spirit Token, sure. Alright, chat, everybody take your Snow Basics out of your deck. I have saved Modern. Oh wait, this kills my Saga! No wait. I need to tap mana. This kills my Saga, right? Oh wait, this kills my Fetid Heath too! What have I done? What have I done? I've done the right thing. I've done the right thing is what I've done. I've done the right thing. Let's go. I think we just send it with everything now. Oh no, we die if we do that. Could send in with everything besides 2 spirit tokens. They can block a Bob, take 5 down to 4. This is probably fine. Yeah, I can cling an upkeep too. Yeah, progress requires sacrifice. What did you do? I saved Modern, chat. What did it cost? 4 lands. 4 lands is what it cost. Yeah, I guess no. I should Cling to Dust now. So if they can't bolt and respond in response to the Cling to Dust and kill me. Dude, I'm just feeling my Cling to Dust. I don't know what you guys are talking about. I could not have cast this Cling to Dust on my upkeep without the Break the Ice. It's good deck building. Okay, we're at 3. Did they draw the bolts? Did they draw the bolts? We had 5 mana worth of spells. They did not draw it. Let's go, dude. We're 3-0, and we saved Modern along the way. Yeah, I used the lands to destroy the lands. And if you ever see it get better, then, you know, I'm getting better. I think I'll keep this on the play against the Lurrus. Portable Hold's pretty good against them. Can I add Hero of the Modern Format? Ah, it's a bit douchey. I really like my current bio, the MTG3 preview card Try to Get Her. How do you decide between Soul Guide versus Relic in your Saga deck? So if you play Lurrus, you want Soul Guide to recur with Lurrus, and if you don't have a lot of graveyard synergies, then you're usually going to want to play Relic. Lurrus Basic Island. I'm a bit worried about my opponent playing something next turn that I would want to like if they play a creature, a DRC or Ragavan, I'm going to want to play Souls next turn, and so if I play Saga, I think it's going to be kind of a problem. Okay, punished. It's Twiddlestorm. I don't know how the Twiddlestorm matchup is. But they missed their second land, so Twiddlestorm matchup is probably a lot better when that happens. Do I Lingering Souls here? Or do I put Lurrus in my hand? I feel like Lurrus flashing back Lantern's kind of nice. Well, let me just get a clock into play. They have 9 cards. They probably have Lotus Field in their hand and they just can't play it because they don't have a second land. Wow, this is so freaking lucky. And then the Lantern does interact with my opponent somewhat. They put 2 cards at the bottom with Serum Visions. I can't believe it. They have Bauble, Consider, Serum Visions, and they still haven't drawn a land. Okay, they have another Consider. They put Breach in the graveyard. They bricked. There's no way they have a land. I can't believe it. Oh, they have a land. They have Caverns. Okay. I'm kind of rooting for them at this point. I guess I should cast the Portable Hole. Yeah, good for them. Oh, no, it was better to flashback Lingering Souls. I think. Well, I think they're dead next turn. Either way, 6, yeah, they're dead next turn. They have to have Lotus Field in their hand here, but it's not that easy for them to kill us from the spot. Especially with the Lantern in play. But if they make me sack the Lantern, then I don't have lethal. What I define as the Urza Saga package: Saturn, Shadowspear, Lantern, Needle, Bauble. I mean, there's not a defined 100% de facto Saga package, but Shadowspear goes in most lists. Needles in the 75 of basically every Saga deck. Lantern or Relic. So, you don't need Bauble. But Bauble is nice to have access to, so you always have something to tutor, or almost always have something to tutor. In this deck, we play the Rack. A lot of decks play Springleaf Drum. Yeah, I think Amulet just plays. Yeah, they just play mostly Amulet, but they also play like a Relic. Yeah, I need to pop this here. We could still lose because Breach is dumb. 3 cards left in hands. Talisman. They only have 1 blue floating, so... Okay, they had another Twiddle in their hand. Yeah, so Tomb Scour should kill us here, right? This should be deterministic. Perilous Voyage. Weird. Do you kind of see what their deck looks like, though? You know, we lost our last league. We went 3-2, and we lost both matches to combo decks. So they're just gonna Grape Shot me. They have enough to Grape Shot again. So I'm going to bring in the Thoughtseize of the Bobs, the Wear Tears, Chalice, even though Chalice on one's not like... I don't love to have it in play, but it really does hurt them. I'm going to cut the Portable Holes, the Fatal Pushes. Smallpox is good. How many Lingering Souls could I cut and still have a functional deck? Probably not that many. This looks pretty good to me, though. I guess I don't really want the Shadowspear. I don't think Explosives does anything. Is that good here? It's not that good, no. It's probably better than the 4th Lingering Souls. Chalice on 2 might be better. I mean, their deck is full of 1-mana spells. But Chalice on 1 really, really slows them down. And Chalice on 2 is really slow. But we might at some point Chalice on 2, depending on what the board looks like. Has Rack winning games? It won 1 game. It hasn't been a big deal, but I think it's just a nice tutor target in a deck like this. That sounds great. No Lurrus though, so they brought in Leyline. So we're dead. Okay, they don't have Leyline. Whoops, I don't know how that happened. Alright, Inquisition. Shadowspear plus Vindicate Lotus Field. Okay, that's pretty sick. Yeah, Smallpox seems good against them too. Could be on Ave, Predator Ooze. That's true, yeah. That's also an option. Hopefully we find out what it is. Explosive doesn't beat Ave, right? Yeah, the tokens are still 5 mana value or CMC, depending on who cares. Yeah, I think I should Vindicate here. Vindicate's kind of like Time Walk, assuming they didn't draw another Veil. Please no Thoughtseize bug. Any CMC gangs? Any mana value gang? Yeah, Alpine Moon's really good against Total Storm. So I'm going to Needle first. They're going to crack their Flooded Strand in response. And then I'm going to Needle Wishclaw Talisman. But this allows me to Bauble them before I discard spell. Dude, the Dark Confidants have been really good today, too. They're drawing another Underworld Breach, so I'm not going to prioritize taking that. Alright, I'll just take their Dreams Grips. I think. Pretty scary hand, to be honest. Okay, Vindicate's a great draw, though. And they drew another Underworld Breach, so I mean, they can't have Veil of Summer. They can't really have anything here. But we also just knew what they had. Ghosty, 2 months. Thank you so much. Couldn't you take Breach, then wait to take Breach the following turn? Maybe that was better, yeah. Vindicate bailed us out a bit. Opponent's still playing. Absolute hero. Absolute hero. I can keep an Inquisition. I got time. Black-white, card advantage. Serum Vision's on top. Yeah, where'd the opponent go? Black-white Ponza. Okay, so I will play the Shadowspear over the third Souls because you can Shadowspear to Vindicate the Lotus Field. Good suggestion from chat. Keep this, I guess. It's pretty good, I think. Yeah, this hand's pretty good. Yeah, we vindicated our opponent's lands. I love Vindicate. I really like this deck. Gab joined the Epiphany team for Worlds. Yeah, I'm not too invested in the standard format, but I am invested in Gab winning. Of course. Playing this on turn 1, so if I draw Flagstones, I'll probably Smallpox on 2. And if not, I'll Chalice. Looks like a Talisman turn. Yeah. Alright. Big draw step. Where were you in my opening hand, Inquisition? Late for work again, I see. So if they play Lotus Field this turn, it's pretty unlikely that they can play Lotus Field, kill Chalice, and combo off. So if they play Lotus Field, we can Smallpox and win, hopefully. They can tutor for an answer to Chalice. They have to activate on their turn. And then we can tutor for Flagstones, maybe? Yeah, spam some Crab to help out Gab. So they're going to tutor up an answer to the Chalice. Looks like Decay, and then they thought about main phasing it and realized there's not really any reason to. This doesn't feel very good, but I don't really see another line. It's probably not. I mean, they have to go off all in one turn, but they like the Gemstone Caverns is just such a good land to sacrifice here. And we also let them untap with the Talisman again, which is maybe a big mistake. I mean, their hand is like Decay, and then it has to be like a pretty stacked up. Actually, it doesn't have to be that stacked because they have the Talisman. If they don't have Lotus Field in their hand, we're probably in good shape. Hey, Tashi, how you doing? Sure thing, dude. Yeah, I know that you're like recently full time, so definitely want to help you out a little bit. I know how scary it is to make that leap, you know. Yes, no Lotus Field. Let's go. And I've been lurking in your stream some. I definitely enjoy it, even though I don't know what's going on ever. Okay, I'm gonna Inquisition. I think we might get Veil Summered here, though. Yeah, I was feeling it. So I think I'm just playing Bob. Don't think Smallpox is particularly good here. I'm doing well, Leo. How you doing? You're 3-0. Did you play against Insect Synergy 3 times? No, I think this deck's pretty good. Although they drew the Lotus Fields, so now we're dying. We've only lost to combo decks today. We're super dead here. Yeah, we're currently 0-3 against combo decks today, and then 6-0 against non-combo decks. I don't even feel like the combo matchups are that bad. Mulligan, I suppose. The Red Arco on Sultai Reclamation. Not. I wrote one on Teamer, and it was a little while ago, I think. Swaz, thank you for tier 1. Appreciate you, buddy. Alright, Misty go. They mulled a 6 on the play, rolled a 5 on the draw. Not that big a deal. Was the Jin combo player? Were you the Lotus Field pilot? Yeah, GG's. You played pretty well. That deck is really good, I think. Especially now that I kind of feel like Alpine Moon's being a little less played. What is going on? Okay, so I think I want to cast a 3-drop next turn, so I want to wait on a turn on the Saga. I assume my opponent's... I guess we'll see here. Typhoon, okay, just some Control Brew. They missed their land drop. Well, I'll you know, YOLO this Vindicate. 4-color Reclamation? Maybe, yeah. I'm gonna Inquisition this turn, so we might find out. Reclamation confirmed. They really needed that land. They did just draw another one. Let's see if they rip Runner. They probably have only blue lands in the deck, right? Did not draw one. So what are we getting with Saga? Not the rack, I guess. Could get Needle for Typhoon. Could just grab Bauble. I think I'll Needle Typhoon. And then I think I'll Portable Hole the Snapcaster Mage. Yeah, naming a random fetch with Needles may be good. Because they drew a land. They might feel like they have to steal a construct here. I guess they can go steal into steal. Donnie, thank you for the 16 months. Appreciate you, buddy. They hit another land. It's a pretty big game. Yeah, if you Needle Typhoon, they can't cycle it. I think I like Smallpoxing. I guess it doesn't deal them any damage if they draw 2 here. Discard Nexus of Fate. Don't they have another charm? Yeah. But if they draw 2, then, you know, we're beating them down pretty good. They might not be able to play their second Reclamation if they don't draw a land. Their hand is currently Charm, Reclamation. How do I feel about the blue-black thing? I haven't played the deck in a while. I imagine it's still probably fine, but I just haven't picked it up in a while. They can play the Reclamation, but, you know, this might mean that they get damaged by the rack. Yeah, and before Expansion Explosion, golly. They let the mana fizzle. I wonder if that means they have the Typhoon. I think I'm just going to main phase Castle because I could draw Mishra's Bauble to grow the Construct. But they're dead if they don't have anything. They take 1 off the rack. Let's go. I feel like I've been boarding into Bobs a lot. I mean, I think they're better post-board anyways. I don't think you can main deck Bob and Smallpox. I like the main deck Smallpox a lot. And it's important to be able to cut your portable holes for Bobs, you know. Do we see a basic land where they're playing snow-covered basics? I don't think we saw any basics. Yeah. So I'm not going to bring in the Break the Ice. I don't think I want the Lantern. I think I will play the Wear Tears. We've seen Mana Leak even one time post MH2. I think I've seen it like once or twice, but I do remember having way too many conversations about Mana Leak versus Counterspell, about how some decks would still play Mana Leak. And I was like, no, chat, I don't think anybody's going to play Mana Leak once Counterspell's in the format. But I definitely had some Mana Leak fans. I like this hand a lot. This hand's really good. Explosives, Wear Tear, Archmage's Charm. I take the Wear Tear here, I think. Why is Jund Suck so underplayed? I think it's really hard to play, and it's also very expensive. But, I mean, I think that a lot of people here know that, at least I think, and I think a lot of people here also think that the Jund Suck deck's really good. I really like the deck a lot. But the deck is really hard to just pick up and master. Like, even me building the deck took me a long time to start playing it well. And I think that eventually more people will play it. I think I've got a really high win percent with the deck. Doesn't really have too many, like, really terrible matchups. But it's just really hard to play and the deck's really expensive. So like, even if people are like picking up and learning it, it's just gonna take them time. Man, our draw lined up so well against theirs this game. I can needle the explosives, so I'm not that worried about it. Oh yeah, we drew the second flagstone. That's a bummer. Can just draw another pox, I guess. Any innovations of the last iteration? Yeah, that's kind of the main reason I haven't been playing Junsack, is I think the list is really good. I think the list is really good, but I don't really have too many new ideas for it. I wouldn't really change anything, so I might play it every once in a while I think about it. But I think I'm probably gonna hold off until I have some ideas. All right, a little bit awkward with their explosives on 0 here, but their explosives on 0 might be getting needled. So if I draw a land, I'll make a token. If not, I think I'll just pass priority back to my opponent. Yeah, I drew the land, so I can play Bob after this resolves. And then if they sack the explosives, I'll just get the rack. Think Yawgmoth's a bit underrated. Do you think I'll be working on it again? Probably not. Like, I think to work on Yawgmoth, it needs to be your main deck. Like, Yawgmoth is a real, like, kind of in the same way, like, to innovate on Titan, you have to play it more than any other deck, and you have to have hundreds and hundreds of, like, recent up-to-date hours with it, which I just don't have, and I think it's, like, not good EV for the stream for me to just spend that much time working on Yawgmoth. Okay, main phase Deluge. It's a really good draw. Yeah, that is a Bob. I've been liking a Bob a lot in this deck. Is Esper Raymer still good? I think it's probably fine. I like the versions with Muldrifter I've been doing like surprisingly well. I guess I'm gonna draw a card off Castle. I don't have anything to get off Lurrus here. Take one from the rack. Yeah, Lavadar decks just don't really exist anymore, too. Dark Confidant, I think, has gotten a lot better, funny enough. Bolt the Bob. Yikes. I think I'm just going to resolve the Lurrus. Or try to. They can have Counterspell. But if they Counterspell, they start taking more off the rack. We've got the castle still. One Inquisition before I activate castle. Bolt speed down to 7. And their last card is Shark Typhoon, so they can make a 3/3 Shark, attack me down to 4. What a good top of their deck. I guess I'm just not activating castle. Thoughts on a single Raven's Crime? I'm not a big fan of Raven's Crime. Without like Loam. So if they have a land, they can deluge, and obviously spells are good for them too. Alright, let's castle down to 2 life. That works. If this resolves, it works. Okay. So they discard down to 1. If they have another bolt, we're dead, but we were already dead to bolts. They take 2 off the rack here, down to 4. Yeah, 1 I believe is still greater than 0 life. Down to a photo finish. Game 3. Good game, good game. Yeah, rack was pretty good there. It's not good enough. Yeah, Smallpox can result in a tie if you're both at 1. Be hard to set up though. What happens if you go 3-1-1 in a league? You can't actually draw a match because, contrary to popular belief, or a secret rule of Magic is that you're actually playing first person to win 2 games rather than best of 3. So if you draw a game in a match, I guess I'm gonna flex. Just goes. I'm gonna Smallpox on 2. Yeah. So if you draw a game or if you draw a match, then you just go to the 4th game of that match, and then your Magic Online clocks still tick down. I think Necrodrome Spellbomb. I think my problem with Spellbomb is it seems to only really be good when you have Lurrus going, and when you have Lurrus going and not dead, like you're probably winning that game anyways. So I think it's a bit win more. I could be wrong though. You've seen a draw result on someone's stream. Okay, how do you draw a Magic Online? Because I was under the impression you couldn't do it, but maybe you can. Like you can draw a game, but not a match. I think. Wait, they have Flusterstorm? Nice, that's really good. If the Urborg was my opening hand, I could have Inquisitioned it. Hand's still pretty strong though. And they missed their keeping the 1-lander against the Pox deck is pretty bold. That was like the fastest Inquisition I've ever resolved. So blue cards and Wrenn and 6. I'm taking the Wrenn and 6. You can. I saw it happen. Okay, so but how does it happen? Not intentionally, but there's ways to draw an MTGO. Okay, yeah. So I believe it. But how does it happen? And I'm talking about drawing the match, not drawing the game. Was Tourach into Inquisition a viable play? Not really. I think you really want to kick the Tourach next turn here, especially with just lands in hand. Yeah, I've drawn games before. If you simultaneously expire both players' clock and certain influence loops do it, yeah, that makes sense. It's probably I don't know if you how can you expire both clocks though? I guess just by Magic Online being janky, but it should have one player should have priority in timeout first, right? If you dealt lethal damage the moment your clock hit 0, it would draw. Yeah, that sounds about right. It's kind of funny. I doubt they fixed it. Is my opponent just salting off? Like, what's happening here? Yeah, I think they're just salting off. I mean, obviously, it could just be like an ill-timed taking their dog outside, Maybe they're getting a phone call from the love of their life who wants to reconnect for the first time in years. And we're being kind of rude, interrupting that. But now they've come back. Now that that phone call's over, they're back to the match. Said, sorry, Bath. Yeah. Oh, dude, my opponent is focused, hyper-focused, cycling Typhoon in response to Tourach. I feel like a lot of people would have not done that. Yeah, Bath is kind of a weird comment to make, but whatever, right? Anybody bathing and playing MTG right now? Sorry, jogging. Yeah, it's probably I imagine it's like they're bathing a kid or something, or yeah, maybe they're drawing a bath. It is kind of a funny thing to say. Oh, sorry, bath, a canister. That is true. Yeah, hot tub stream. Me and Esther walked by a hot tub sale on Monday, I think, and I was like, "Ooh, look, a work-related expense." I guess it was way funnier in the moment. Kicking another Tourach seems very good here. But so does Lurrus Bauble make a token. Both lines feel like winning lines, but this maximizes our value. Tax evasion is no laughing matter. I mean, unironically, hot tub streamers, I think, should be able to claim hot tubs on their taxes. But yeah, if I bought a hot tub and never streamed with it, it would be tax evasion if I claimed it. Ooh, Gristlebrand. This used to be so expensive on Magic Online. It's probably not that much anymore. Okay, so that's 2 leagues with black-white control. It's kind of weird leagues. We are 0-3 against combo decks, and then 7-0 against non-combo decks. Hard to be too upset with that result. I'm gonna go switch it up to some Saga Blade now, though, so that way I can actually get some.